Never take a loss on my install. Only take a when I'm this. I'm gang 3 times on my install. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the install. Too late, you already there. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You a shook one, Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my. Strictly for my. Survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm in deep cover earth. Skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like Bobber.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Done. 47. Awesome. 26.
Prescott now on second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Craig Robertson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Third and long for Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
14. Got it.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss.
Ready. You're ready. You're set. 21.
Now Breeze on third down. And that is incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now Austin. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas getting the ball again here on offense, and the Cowboys haven't been able to build a ton of momentum if you look at their 2018 season as a whole, Charles. In fact, the first 7 weeks before the bye earlier in the year, it was kind of like flipping a coin. It was loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. So I don't know what you make of this team.
You would actually expect that coin to come up heads 2 times in a row or tails 2 times in a row, wouldn't you? I think that we'll see the second half belong to Ezekiel Elliott because the move to get Amari Cooper out wide should open things up a little bit more, and he's such an impact player, and that's how they play best. Him leading, running the football, and establishing the line of scrimmage. And also working in their favor, there's absolutely no one running away with the NFC East.
Yeah, Redskins and Eagles, they're in the mix obviously at the top, but you're right, just above 500. Now Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, sliding. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Breeze to throw on second down. Taking a shot here for Marsh. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, Breeze. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Ready? You ready?
on second down, Ingram. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
We're going to 53. 26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 47. Hey, 47. 47. 26. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 69 yards. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Broken tackle. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The football going back over to the New Orleans Saints and a team this year, Charles, that really took off after that Week 1 loss. For me, it all came together Week 9. You think back to that game when they beat the Rams, knocked off their undefeated streak to start the regular season. So now, are the Saints really Super Bowl winning contenders? I mean, do you put them in that category?
I certainly do, and I think people are wondering how they would respond this season after what happened to end last season, the Minneapolis Miracle, where they ended up giving up the touchdown pass in the last play of the game in the playoffs. And when it started losing at home to Tampa Bay, many wondered if their psyche had really been affected, but they've regrouped since then. The defense is really playing well. And then there's always Drew Brees to Mike Thomas, and that is working very well for them.
Well, since you mentioned Michael Thomas, and we talked about that win over the Rams, never forget going to get the flip phone, Mr. Michael Thomas, channeling his inner Joe Horn from back in the day. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Brees. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 4-8. Hey, 47. Hey, 47. Woo.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here we go, 46, 46.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 47, 47. 46.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 48. Then we're going to 53. Woo!
On 2nd down, Elliott. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line 8. Here we go, 46, 46. Switch is 8. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
47. Start down over there. Start there.
10th carry now for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation in there, the defense won the battle. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. On second down, here's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Breeze now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
To throw is Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 73 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way into to the end zone, and that's 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's going to fire this thing deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Breeze now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Now, Charles, a year ago at this time, I asked you what your Thanksgiving plans were, so I got a funny answer out of you last year. I'm going to ask you again. What are you doing for Thanksgiving this year?
Trying to figure out exactly what time I can kick everyone out of my house so I can just hunker down and watch what's left of the football schedule. That's what I want to know.
Oh, come on. Your mother-in-law is coming in. It's going to be a great time at the Davis household.
Well, she can stay as long as she wants. She's family. But everyone else,
Get out.
they have an expiration time.
What about the dogs?
50-50. Depends on how they act that day.
Well, when things go awry, you can just get in the car and head out for the airport because you got a game that weekend.
I certainly do. I will be headed to Charlotte, Seattle at Carolina that Sunday. Looking forward to that one. But even while I'm jesting a little bit about people being at the house, some of you I'm not jesting about. Hurry up and get out.
Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first.
Here we go. 180.
This is Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
46.
Second down, Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Breeze now. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find,
got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz now to kick this one away. And out now come the Cowboys. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
Right back to him on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, we're going right there, we're going right there. Here we go, 46. Right there, 56. Here we go, 26.
Prescott now on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Here we go, 46, 46. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Here we go, 46. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Breeze to throw on second down. He goes underneath to Ingram. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Back now in Arlington. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Easy.
Brees going to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. David Irving in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And Lutz's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, 4-8. Here we go, 47. Switch. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. And here we go, 180. Here we go, 46. And 47. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is brought in at the 21. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Sammy.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, Brees. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. Fights through and now a crease. Give him 30 yards there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Got it. 11.
Shotgun now for Brees. Flushed out right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
We're waiting.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. Working from the gun. It's Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play out here and picks up good yardage in doing so.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Marshall, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now Breeze will bring the Saints offense up to go for 2 here. Breeze to throw again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Elliott. And an alley to run. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 49 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now 2nd down. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Hey, kill!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Breeze. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Woo!